Hello everyone and welcome to this YouTube video. Well, maybe you are asking yourself now, who the hell is this red hair girl I've never seen on YouTube? Well, this is normal because I normally don't post anything on YouTube because I don't have a lot of time, and for those who are YouTubers, you know that YouTube takes time to create. But I would love to in future to make even more, so let me know if this would be something that would interest you. I'm very sorry if you hear a lot of rain outside. Don't forget I'm living in Belgium, and in Belgium we have all the time rainy, shitty weather, and I don't have a real YouTube setup. So I hope that the sound is good, I hope that everything is good, so let's start. When you clicked on this video, I'm sure that you are cosplay interested and that you would like to know a bit more about the book, because this is what this video is about. I have written my first book about cosplay and crafting, which is more specific about textures, but a little bit more about this later. Now, I want to properly introduce myself to you. I am Dominic. I am 26, almost 27 years old. I'm living in East Belgium and I'm a very passionate cosplayer and costume artist. Let's go a little bit in the past to start with my whole adventure. I started cosplay in 2018 with some friends. We worked together at Gamescom and we wanted to go in cosplay. And this was at the time that I created my very first costume, which was Kindred from League of Legends. And by the way, it was really shitty. Really shitty. I just put you a picture here. Yeah, but hey, everyone wants to start somewhere. It was just such an amazing adventure and experience for me that I decided to continue. Now we are here, 5 years later. Many things happened, many things changed as well, and now we are here. Let's go a bit in this direction. We are in 2023. I started working in May on my druid cosplays from Diablo 4, and I was really hyped to start working on these costumes because they just have everything I love. They have bones, they have nature, they have wood, they have so many things I like in only one costume, so many different type of textures that I had to master and to add into these costumes. This was something I really appreciated, working a lot on this. And my partner Marvin and I, we went on Gamescom, and at Gamescom many people came to us and asked how I just created the bone texture, or how I made the look of the wood on the huge scepter, which you can just see here behind me. And this was the moment when I saw that so many different people asked me questions about texture making. I was there. Why shouldn't I write a proper book about it? And I started talking with other cosplay friends about it, and they were like, wow, yeah, that would be so amazing to teach people. This is something I wanted to do for so long, especially as well. It's to help people with what I'm doing, to teach people my knowledge. In my opinion, we should always help each other and to support each other. Cosplay is a huge community and we have to be like this together, like this. Love out there to everyone. But that's not the point of this video, of course. That's a time for another video. And when Gamescom was over, I didn't hesitate 1 minute more and I started working on the book. The book is an adventure that started in September last year, and now it's finally finished. When I started working on the book, I didn't know the work, what it was. I totally underestimated it. For those who don't know, it's not just you get the book and it takes only several days. Maybe there are some people who know to write it in just a few days, but I need time for this. Especially there were so many different logistic problems as well I had to resolve first. Now it's out. It's out. My book, my first ever baby, written down with my own hands. Well, now it's printed by a printer, of course, but everything you have in there is made by me and written as well. And I'm just so proud of the book. Yeah, it's my baby. So what are you going to find in the book? As the name already mentions, you are going to find textures in the book. 10 to be more precise. I won't tell you exactly all the different type of textures. That's something you are going to discover yourself when you decide to get the book. But just let me tell you that with these 10 different type of textures, you can already do a lot. When you start with cosplay and you don't know how to make any of it, with these 10 textures you have already very good base to make very cool projects. For who is this book? If you are new to cosplay, you want to start with cosplay but you don't know how exactly, then this book is something for you. Something it's important to say when we begin with it. Maybe you are a student, maybe you don't have a lot of money, like I did as well in the beginning. And we have to work with a lot of different type of things we just have at the house or are not expensive. This is something I want to put prior in your eyes, that for doing amazing textures, you don't always need an airbrush, you don't always need a 3D printer. Of course, it's amazing to have these tools, but especially when you start, you just have to get familiar with what you're doing. In this book, you're going to find very beginner-friendly utensils that you use for texture making. So it's a very beginner-friendly book with easy, simple materials. For example, I do have now a very expensive Dremel for 170 euros, but when I started with cosplay, I just got one for 15. And he didn't survive very long because I dremeled a lot, but everyone has to start somewhere. And this is something I think is very important to say, that you don't need a lot of money for starting with cosplay and doing a lot of stuff. This is what this book is for, is that you don't have to spend a lot of money to make amazing costumes. But this book is as well for everyone who just wants to learn a bit more about texture making and who want to improve their skills. My main motivation behind this book was especially to teach people my knowledge and to show you how I make my work, to just help you creating your own amazing costumes. As I said, we are a community, and I think as a community we have to help each other. And when I just got so many from my friends that they told me it's amazing that you write this book, I was like, that makes me happy. Let's come to the most important thing, which is, when is the book for sale? And now I'm very proud to announce you that you can find this little baby here on my Etsy shop on April 1st until April 21 for pre-order. The pre-order is for 3 weeks. If you already want to follow this Etsy shop, I will put you the link in the description so that you can make a little like on it. There's nothing much at the moment, but this is very normal. And now, a little other announcement. When you pre-order the book, you will not only get the book, but you will get as well the Antlers pattern collection on top for free, which I was working on for the last 3 days. Let's be honest, we all love antlers, and antlers are huge, they are amazing, you can make amazing stuff with antlers, but they are hella complicated to create. Trust me, I made it. What wouldn't be better to get a texture book and to actually start working with the textures on your antlers? Hiding thing, they are antler. They have an antler texture in it, but the only thing I'm going to tell you. And this is of course for every pre-order. You are going to get them with a QR code when the book is going to be sent to you after pre-order ends. And of course, if you don't want to buy the book, you can get the antlers after pre-ordering on my Etsy shop as well. This was the little introduction to the book. I hope that you are as hyped as me. If you want to learn about texture making and cosplay, you can buy my book. This makes me really happy that you would support my little cosplay business. Feel free to like this video, to write a little comment, to put on the algorithm, and to follow me on my other social medias on Instagram and TikTok. There as well you're going to find a lot of different type of pictures and videos. I just recently started with tutorial videos, so I'm sure you're going to learn something from this as well. And I'm already happy to see you next. Bye bye!